Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sergeant Kamer, and this is part 2 of the Perk Boost for Wolfenstein The Old Blood. Okay, we're going to be looking at the perks that we can get in Chapter 1, and that is all but 3 of the perks. The only ones that you can't complete in Chapter 1 are the Shock Hammer, the Bombenschuss, and the Tough Skin. Tough Skin is in Chapter 6, and these two are respectively in Chapter 2. All of the rest of these we can finish up here in Chapter 1. The first one we're going to take a look at is the Vampire. That's where we get kills using stealth takedowns. The nice thing about this is that we can get these stealth kills on sleeping dogs. It counts as a stealth takedown. So this one is really easy to get. As you can see, I've already got 12 of 25 here. Um, but this is almost at the start of the level. We just came through the area where we had to take down the large guards, where we turned the power off to take them down. As soon as you get through that area, you'll come through here and see a couple of sleeping dogs. And all you have to do is come up to the dogs and do a takedown of them. But if you haven't taken care of those guards, you'd want to watch for those guards. But otherwise, just take out the dogs, rinse and repeat. So reload your checkpoint. And once you reload the checkpoint, you'll be put right back in the same area that you were in, and you go up and you kill the 2 dogs, and then you do that until you have your 25 kills. So we'll just take care of these 2 guys here. And we now have 16 of 25. So I'll go ahead and finish off these 25 kills, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back. Now, the next perk we're going to be going for is called the Health Upgrade 1. It'll increase our health regen speed by 30%. And how we get this is we overcharge our health to reach 200. Now, right now, our health maxes out at 100. So any health we pick up above 100, up to 200, will start bleeding off as soon as you pick it up. So if we picked up a 20 health pack, then we would have 120, and then it'd be 119, 118, right on down until it drained back down to 100. So you got to be pretty quick to get this one, but it is doable. One of the things that you want to do is click down your left thumbstick so that you're running. And I'll go ahead and show you where these are first, and then we will make the run to get them. So as you can see, our health is at 100, and we need to get it to 200. And right here, we have a 20 and a 30, so that's 50. Right here, we've got 2 10s, so that is 70. Then we're going to run on down this way. On this box is 10, that's 80. Now don't forget, your health is going to be draining off as you go. Now if you want, you can grab this dog food, but it's only worth 4 points. So if it looks like you're going to be cutting it close, you may want to grab the dog food. So that would be 84. And then the last one is right here on this bench, and it's 80. So that should give us 164 additional points, which would put us to 264. Now you can't go over 200, but the thing is, while you're running, that health is going to be draining back down toward 100 points. And that's what makes it a challenge. But again, it's doable. So here we go. All right, here we are. We're going to grab the first one, and then we're going to go grab the other one. I would line myself up so you're facing that direction so you don't have to turn around when you take off. So here we go. And there you go, health upgrade. So we had just a little over 200. So again, it's very doable, but you got to really hustle and know where you're going to pick those health packs up ahead of time. Okay, guys, we're back. And we're near the end of chapter one now. And we're going to be finishing up the rest of the perks for chapter one. That's only going to leave us with the shock hammer, bomb and shoosh, and the tough skin. So by the time we're finished here with chapter one, those will be the only three that are left. The first one we're going to take a look at is Eagle Eye. This is where we silent kill commanders. Now, when I exit out of this screen, we will simply walk down to the end of this shaft that we drop down in, and there will be a commander. We drop down, silent kill him, restart the checkpoint, and rinse and repeat. It's that simple to finish this silent commander kills. Again, this is the area you just escaped the big mechanical dog and drop down into the air shaft. And once you drop into the air shaft, as you'll notice here, you now get a signal detected that there is a commander in the area. So there that guy is. We simply drop down behind him, make sure you're crouched, and then execute him. And there we go, 1 of 20. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and knock out the rest of these and I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back. And now that we've finished up Eagle Eye, that leaves us with 7 more perks that we can finish off here at the end of chapter 1. You can get these in just about any order you want. There is a checkpoint that we will need to hit. And once we hit that checkpoint, then that's where we'll work on finishing these guys off. So we're going to start right back here in this same area that we did before and getting the silent commander kills. So we're going to take this guy out. This time we're going to pick up his pistol because we're going to need that. And where we're going to be heading is right there. There is a switch that we're going to have to be throwing. Now, if you can kill that commander right there with your silent pistol, he won't be able to throw the alarm. And if he throws the alarm, then a bunch of guys are going to come running after you. So it's best if you can just wait for him to come by. You can take him out like I did there. Then we're going to wait for this guy to come down. Headshots are the most effective, obviously, because it's one shot, one kill. And you are limited with your ammo until you get down here where you can pick up more. But as you see now, we've got plenty for this weapon. And now we also have the assault rifle. But let's keep the silent pistol in our hand for now because we want to try to get through this area without making a bunch of racket. Here's where we'll get our first grenade that we'll use later on for the kill 3 enemies with 1 grenade perk. Okay, we're going to wait for this fella to come back over here. And when he comes back over, we'll shoot him in the head. All right. And then we'll take care of his buddy. He usually walks up and down these stairs right here and down that platform. Up there he comes. And there's his other fella. Now there's a dog also right down there. You want to make sure you take him out as well. There's a bunch of ammo and health in this area too, so you don't really have to worry about running out. If we break these boxes here, there's a little secret door that we can walk through here. And there's some gold laying there. Now this ammo here is what's going to be used to work toward this Kampfpistole here. So when you see that ammo, pick it up, because we're going to be finishing that perk with that Kampfpistole at the end of this chapter here as well. I do believe the old boy's seen me. So we'll just go ahead and fight it out now. That's no problem. What I'm going to do is make a run for this area right over here. Because what we can do, this is the wall right here that we're going to hold our left shoulder button, then we can lean out and get our kills from cover. So just remember too, they do like to throw a lot of grenades, right like that. But there, we'll lean out, and there's a kill from cover. Just back up anytime they throw a grenade, and then you can come back up and kill from cover. And that's that. Okay, now one thing to point out here, because we are going to be getting the perk for our armor, which is to overcharge your armor to 200. Don't pick up any of the armor in this area right yet, because when we hit that save point, it'll be gone, and we're going to need that armor to make a mad dash to be able to finish that. Right here is the new weapon, the Kampfpistole, that will be used to get the perk for it here in just a little bit. But again, leave the armor. You can go ahead and max out any of your weapons as far as the ammo that you want. Do that before you pull the switch. That way it's just saved and you don't have to go pick it up over and over and over. You'll kind of already be prepped with it. Down here on this boat is some more of the Kampfpistole. We are maxed out on it already, so we can just come pick that up a little later. Okay, so now we're kind of prepped and ready to go to start working on our perks. So at this point, what we will do is we will come over here and we will throw this switch, and that's going to release quite a few enemies. It's going to allow us to get things like our Kampfpistole kills, kills with the MG and things like that. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to come up and throw this switch. Hear the alarm going off. Okay, the first one I'm going to get is the MG42. So I'm going to run down here And I'm going to grab this MG42 by holding the X button down. And I'm going to head over to this room where I've got a little cover. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to kill these guys until I run out of MG42 bullets. Then I will reload my checkpoint, run back down to the boat, grab the MG42 again, and rinse and repeat. Um, there is about 14 enemies in this area, just to give you an idea of about how many that you can go through each time before you have to reload your checkpoint. So that's about all there is to getting the MG42 kills. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and knock off the rest of these MG42 kills, and we'll be back. Okay, now we've got the carry heavy machine guns, kills using the MG46. So the next thing we're going to work on is the quick turn, kills from cover. Um, all we're going to do here is just come down to this door right here, hold in the top left shoulder button so we can lean out and wait for the bad guys to come up the stairs, or we can also shoot them while they're down there. Essentially, you just got to be leaning out for cover while you shoot them. And they're going to throw grenades like crazy too, but that's really all there is to getting the kills from cover. If you can scoot back while they throw a grenade. But if we look, there's 7 of 50. So you don't have to get a whole lot. Looks like the enemies have thinned down quite a bit. So what we would do is just reload the checkpoint and go back over, lean out the door, and shoot the enemies till you finish your 50. So I'll go ahead, I'll knock these 50 off, and we'll be back. Okay, guys, now that we finished up the kills from cover, the next one I'm going to do is the health upgrade 2. That's where we have to overcharge our health up to 250. So again, you got to be quick on your feet to get this done, but it's certainly doable in this area. The one thing you want to make sure is that you're starting at 100 health. And where we're going to start at is where this wheel right here is. There's 2 health laying here. There are 1, 2, 3 in here. So the first 2 are 40. That's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 160, and 200. I know we don't need 200, but we've got to remember that our health is going to be dropping and draining off as we start picking these things up. So, with any luck, we will have at least 150 extra ones picked up, which will make us 250 overcharged for the perk. So here we go. And there you go. So not too tough, but you just got to plan your path out ahead of time. what you want to do is make sure that you've killed all of the enemies in the area. That way you're not bothered by anybody, obviously. And you don't have to worry about ending this level until you walk on this boat and pull that handle. So you can rinse and repeat this area as many times as you want, killing off all of the enemies, just as long as you don't go down and pull the handle on that boat. So that does it for the health upgrade 2. That makes the health upgrade 3, and we kill 5 enemies in a row while overcharged. And that's real easy to do too. So what we will do is take a look at that in a little bit. But since we've already got all the enemies killed off in this area, the next thing we're going to look at is getting the maximum armor points by overcharging our armor up to 200 points. So we'll be back in just a second and show you how that's done. Okay, we're back, and here's how we get the armor upgrade 2. Um, Again, make sure that all the bad guys in the area are eliminated. And what we're going to do is make sure that before we start this, that our armor is already at 100%. Of course, you should have had it at 100% before you pulled this handle to initiate the save point. Um, so if that's the case, your armor's 100%, then this armor sitting on this bench, this armor behind these crates, that's 75 and 50. That's 125 points, which is more than you need to get to the 200 overcharge. But of course, it is going to be draining down while you're running. So if it drains down below 25 points to take you below 200, then just step in here, and there's an extra 2 helmets here for 10 points. So with that, let's go get it. All right, here we go. Again, I'm going to set myself up to roughly already be facing this direction so I don't have to spin plumb around. But take off. And I got it without needing these two right here. Okay, guys, the next two that we're going to work on are the Kampfpistole and the health upgrade. We'll basically do those together because using the Kampfpistole is the best way to do that. And then just on the health upgrade, we just need to kill 5 enemies in a row while we're overcharged. So the easiest way to do that is bring up your Kampfpistole, come down to this room right here, grab this health, that health, and that health. That'll boost you up. And then these guys are going to come down here and just start shooting them with this pistol. And there you go. Okay, guys, so just finished up the Kampfpistole kills. A lot of fun. That thing just turns your enemies into goo. So I really like that weapon. It's probably one of my favorites, just because of the damage it does to the bad guys, and it's just a lot of fun. But the last one we got to finish up on level 1 is the grenade belt, and for me, this was probably the biggest pain in the rear, because you got to get all these guys piled up into one area, and they've got to be where they can't run very well, because when you throw a grenade, they all want to take off running. So I'm going to show you where I had the best luck with that, and hopefully it'll work for you too. So here we go. Just going to run back over to where we started. Down this walkway here. grab that armor while I'm at it. Now what we're going to do is just watch down through here, and those guys are going to start piling up down there behind those boxes. We just want to let them keep running until they all get up there. And you'll use your top right shoulder button. You just tap it. You don't want to hold it in because that'll bring up the weapon wheel, so you just tap it. Now, if any of those guys start straying down this way, you want to pick them off. Otherwise, just wait and let them keep piling up down there. So hopefully you get enough that you can kill them. And there you go. Again, once you get them piled up down there in that area around those boxes, they just don't have anywhere to run. And that's how you get the grenade belt. Well, guys, with that wraps up Chapter 1's perks. We've got all that we can get here. The only ones left are the shock hammer and the Bombenschoss, I suppose how you say that. Those are in Chapter 2, and then we finish up the whole thing with Tough Skin in Chapter 6. So with that, I really appreciate you guys sitting through and watching my videos. I hope you got something out of them. If you liked them, go ahead and click that like button down there at the bottom and share this video with all your friends on the social media. Spread the word, spread the love, and if you want to see more of what I've got, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll do my best to bring content regularly. And if you leave comments below, we can answer those as we get to them. If you got tips or suggestions, leave those in the comments as well. And with that, guys, y'all have a good day, and we'll catch you on the flip side.